Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Legacy Homemaking, or welcome if you're new here. I am a second year homeschooling mom. This year, going into school, we will have a 4th grader, a 2nd grader, a kindergartner, and a 3-year-old. I cannot believe it. It's complete and total craziness, but I thought I would talk to you today about the individual subject choices I chose for my kindergartner. So come join me. Is going to be pretty short and sweet. It's kindergarten, and as we all know, kindergarten is a lot about play. It's so much fun, and I am actually the most nervous about this particular grade for whatever reason. I'm not so much nervous about the teaching, about academics. I feel like I can do that. I'm nervous because I want it to be so fun for her. I want it to be something she remembers. And I really feel like kindergarten is such a herd year. You do a lot in groups, and it's just all these really fun activities, and I want to give her that experience here at home. So that's why I am just so nervous about it, and I'm actually kind of putting in the most effort towards this grade over any other, and the most mind-turning stuff. So for my sweet little kindergartners, just her everything besides her math and reading, we are going to have her come along with us, with my 4th grader and my 2nd grader, in exploring countries and cultures with My Father's World. Now, this is meant for 3rd and 4th graders. So obviously, I am not going to expect anywhere near the work. I am going to expose her to what we're doing. We are, like it says, exploring countries and cultures, and so we'll be visiting all these different things through books and through activities. And so as we are doing that, I'm hoping that she will just join along, and my plan is to go a week or two ahead and find certain things that I can pull from and make it developmentally appropriate for her. So if we are studying North America, maybe I find an apple pie activity to do for her. And when we go and study Brazil, maybe I look for a Brazil activity that we can put in place, just different little things that we can do in order to give her something that's developmentally appropriate, while also having us all do the same thing and me not doing 2 completely separate curriculums, because that kind of just made my brain hurt a little bit. So all of that to say, for her Bible, her art, her music, her geography, her science, all of that is going to come along and be done with My Father's World to the best of our ability. And who knows, we might find that just doesn't work for us, and that's okay. We'll change course if we need to, and that's totally fine, because that's the beauty of homeschooling, right? But I wanted to show you what I went ahead and got for her individual subjects, her math and her reading. So I'll start with math. I should have put it on the top. I did not. Her math, we just went ahead and got Horizons Level K. I have done Abeka Kindergarten, and I have done Horizons 1st and 2nd and 3rd grade, and I love it. I think it's great. I think it's thorough. I think it's straightforward and to the point. She loves workbooks. She loves feeling like a big kid. She has been begging to do this book for weeks. And I keep telling her, no, beginning of school. She just enjoys a workbook. She enjoys seeing a task and completing it. And it's very colorful, super sweet. There's number writing, as you can see, one-to-one correspondence, tally marks, circle the correct number. I am really excited, and I think it'll go quickly, and she'll definitely learn a lot. That being said, we of course have all kinds of math manipulatives, and I plan on printing out a few math games along the way as we are going. Maybe that would be one of the things that I pull in from another country for our ECC, for our My Father's World. So I am excited just to see what all I pull in. I wish I had the fortitude to plan that far ahead for you, and I could say, these are the activities I'm putting here. But honestly, I don't know yet. I'm kind of just going to be a little bit ahead because that's all I can handle in my life right now. Can anyone relate? So Horizons, math, okay. We just have the first book right now because that was actually all Mardell had in stock. I have plenty of time to get the second book. The next thing I have is not really a curriculum. This is just a primary journal, and I love these for these lower grades. Now, I do not expect her to write a story unless she wants to, or to really utilize this in a formal way as much as I would like for her to feel like she can do some writing. She can tell me a story and illustrate it. Like I said, she's a workbook kid. She likes doing her work like a big kid, quote unquote. So if she doesn't use that this year, that's fine. But I just wanted to show them to you because I just love I love the lines. And then I love this space for a picture. I, as a small kid, loved writing stories. I don't know what it was. I always have. And so this book, had it been around whenever I was young, oh my goodness, I would have eaten it up. So there's that. The next thing I have for her for reading is, after a bunch of going back and forth, I decided to go with All About Reading. So this was one of the toughest decisions, I think, of my homeschool. We did something different with my first grader. Last year we did Christian Light Education for his reading. And we did it for a few other subjects, for language arts, for my reading for my third grader, and we loved it for those things. However, their reading didn't work for us. He didn't catch on as much as I hoped he would, and he didn't enjoy it as much as I hoped he would. He kind of we plodded through it because that's what we had. So I knew I did not want to do the same thing again with her. I knew I needed to have a different approach. So we chose All About Reading. My mom is a elementary school principal. She taught first grade for 17 years, second grade for like 5. My grandmother taught second grade for forever. My great-grandmother taught first grade. I mean, it's just everywhere. I have a bunch of elementary and lower grade elementary education teachers in my family, in my life. So I really started asking questions and asking them and having my mom, okay, I'm looking at this. I was looking at Logic of English. I was looking at All About Reading. And say one more. It slipped off the top of my head. But I sent them all to my mom with the reasons why I liked each one of them and asked her if she would just kind of help me decide. I was already leaning towards All About Reading because of Abby from Rooted in Rest. So I'll link her channel below. She's excellent. So my mom, when she texted me back and said, get that one, it looks phenomenal, I really trusted her opinion because she has taught countless kids how to read. So we bought All About Reading. And this is her textbook. And she is pumped. She's ready. There are games, all kinds of stuff. And then it came with 3 little books, and she thinks that they're the best. She has already shown us the bird book and the pig book and the cat book. She has actually already started reading to us just the first couple of stories in book 1, which are like Bob books. There are a lot of CVC words, which we've been working on, like I said, just because she likes that kind of thing. So she was so excited just to have her own curriculum. I will say there is a little bit of prep work I have to do. So these are all flashcards that need to be torn apart and placed. And I did not get whatever level it was, because this is already a slightly expensive curriculum to begin with. So I didn't get whatever little bit more was that had the holder that would have these. You can put them in a regular note card holder. But now I'm wondering, I wish I would have gotten them, because as I was reading, they have like little things to hold, little like foam things to hold these up. So that's important to you. Just know there's a lot of them, so it might fit better. And then there's also the letter tile. So if you've ever watched All About Reading, we're going to use that little whiteboard that's right back there. And we have to put all of these little letter tiles all together, and those will kind of stay on there. So I do have some work cut out for me here because it's just going to take a little bit of prep, but I am hoping that just goes one day. I can just kind of sit down and do it as I'm watching TV or something like that. So that is her math and her reading. And then, as I said, I was going to go look on Teachers Pay Teachers whenever we came to a new country to see if I could find math games, word family games, science, social studies, other things that would make it more developmentally appropriate and on her level. But I really think she's just going to have such a fun time just tagging along with us. Another place I was also going to look was, let me see, what is her name? I love it. She is one of my most favorite people that I follow. It's this little homeschool of mine. I'm looking it up right now. This is so very professional. But I want to, yes, this little home of mine blog. She is an amazing, down-to-earth homeschool mama. If you do not follow her on Instagram, you totally should. She has a letter of the week curriculum that's $10. I was going to go ahead and look at that, see what all is in store in there. And there were a couple others that I was also going to see. So whenever we kind of get going into this year, I'm hoping to update and say, okay, this is what I've pulled for maybe Q1. Because right now, as far as I can tell, and just the preliminary searches I've done, there's not really anything that anyone has that says if you don't want to do a kindergarten curriculum from My Father's World and another curriculum for your older kids, then here's something that can maybe mesh the two, or here's something that can go along, or here's where you can find resources. So hopefully I can at least do that and maybe make it available to someone. Who knows? And I can say this is what worked for me, which it won't be anything glamorous, but it will be something, and something is better than nothing. So I hope that you have enjoyed my video. Please don't forget to hit like and to subscribe. It really helps my channel. I am just so thankful for every one of you that watch. I'm excited to just see where this year goes and to have y'all just follow along with us and to have these memories to look back on with me and my kiddos. So until next time, bye guys.